Alright. Well, that took a while. I had a few issues logging in. I don't know why, but... Anyway. I'm just looking at all my chat windows and all that. Getting everything ready. This took me about 20 minutes just to get the thing ready to log in. Hello there. I'm gonna move that chat, actually. There you go. Yeah, I know people that play it too. Find it fun as well. I'm more of a regular gacha player, but it is what it is. Always down to find new things to play, but let me go in the game. I was playing around. You can play on the TV here. That's pretty cool. We're just gonna have to sit here and wait for the downloads, and performance-wise, this should be fine. I have everything up as max as it can be, I think. And then the volume, I'll just look at it later. Maybe I could have done this before, but here we are. Checking resource integrity. Awesome. I haven't actually watched any of these commercials or whatever. This kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 4. I didn't watch those either, but it's something. So anyway, I wouldn't say you can find a game's, I guess, quality based on the menu solely. But the main menu and everything, the UI is the first thing you see, so, you know. If this thing isn't really perfect, then, I don't know, it's not always indicative of the overall game's quality, but so far this game menu has been really smooth, really nice. The settings, UI, and everything. I don't have an issue with that. You know, it's just an observation. But yeah, hello there. Normal gacha game. I've played so many on my phone over years. But right now I only really play Nikkei, and I downloaded Blue Archive again because we're getting a PC client real soon, so just thought I'd brush up on that. And that's about it. I don't try to play too many gacha, considering I don't spend money on them, so I'm not exactly the target audience, but try to keep things, I don't know, not hectic. Too many gacha, it's just too many dailies, too many shits to do. Shouldn't really be cussing in the beginning of these videos, but we're only 6 minutes in. I should have waited till the 10-minute mark, but whatever. The YouTube AI is probably watching this. I was gonna say maybe somebody, I'm too small to be watched by a YouTube employee, but who am I kidding? It's an AI. They're watching regardless. I wouldn't have had a video stream takedowns otherwise. Well, the day just started. I'm tempted to just put this on an intermission, but I'll just sit here and see people join in and talk maybe. I don't know. It's still pretty early. Not much has been going on besides sleeping in on a Sunday. I was gonna look at my phone. So if I look down, it's just that. Just looking down my phone. What's good? What's good? Yeah, these really give me MGS4 vibes. This is nonsensical. And I can't tell exactly if that's Chinese or Japanese. Seeing a lot of kanji type shit. But yeah. Some of these have been on loop because I've been, like I said, sitting here for about 20 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna see what this game's all about. I've only seen the models, and that's about it, so You're not wrong in that assessment. This game is pretty big. It is about 80 gigabytes, so it's going to be checking quite a bit of resources, unfortunately. Which means I'm going to have to sit here for quite a bit. That looked like Chinese words. 50%. Alright. Making little progress, but it is what it is. Kinda hoped, since it's a more recent game, a more popular choice, you know, we might have more people. It's a bit of a rarity, finding new, what was I gonna say? Finding new engagement overall, really. It's usually the same usual suspects, but that's fine too. Well, I didn't mean to sit on the screen forever, but I guess we have to. Can't really go in settings, can't play around with anything. And this doesn't really have any info of me that I don't want to show anyway, so I'm fine just keeping the screen on this. Just keep looking at my phone for a bit. I feel like we've been at 50% for like 5 minutes now. I wouldn't really want to go into intermission. You know, it just feels like people would click off right away seeing that. It's the way I see it anyway.
Waterfall soup.
Can't read a hollow warning.
What disaster supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route.
Don't panic.
The answer's here. Bang knows. Bang knows. Bang who knows.
was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach.
This isn't exactly a Capcom title, so there's no shaders, I don't think, to load. I don't really care if it's a Gunnar title or not. That's the point, I think. With about 75% of gacha, especially mobile gacha. So I mean, I'd prefer if you just own it, stick with it, and do it. So.
Whether it's yourself or the world.
But you know, a lot of these don't really. I wouldn't say a lot, but some of them don't really stick with it. They just kind of start dropping it in favor of more global markets. And then that's when the gacha kind of just falls off, dies, essentially. But we're almost there, so doesn't matter. It's not gonna get stuck at 90-some%, I would hope. I wouldn't know about this one anyway. Well, that's the difference, though, isn't it? I don't think Genshin's allowed to be, as you would say, Gunnarish. Pretty sure they have more Chinese backing on Genshin than they do here, which is why they have such, I don't know, lewd and ecchi attractions. Still, I'd be lying if I said I didn't know about this game or consume most of the content through, like, the more lewd animations, I guess, and artwork. That's what drives gacha sales, basically. What is that, 99, 100? Finally. Please log in again. Ah, come on. Genshin got boring to me. It's just, I wasn't a fan of the extreme grinding. I mean, it's, wow, cool, it's open world and all that, but I don't care if I have to just spend all my time grinding just to level up a character. That kind of killed me. That, and I wasn't a fan of the Breath of the Wild graphics. I prefer more, I guess, basic anime style. Less cell shading, in my opinion. Still, the more I can get away from Chinese-backed stuff, at least the stuff that's like 100% or maybe even 70%, the better for me. Well, you can start to see some lag as it's loading all the data. It'll be fine. As long as it's not too loud, because I do want to check some settings. So far, the volume's alright, I think. You would have to tell me once we get in the game. But yeah, maybe I'll play this more often. Maybe I'll just stick to Nikkei and not worry about this. We'll see. I'm not exactly looking to play multiple gacha at the same time. Nikkei's enough with daily logins.
Interrupt your regular programming for this breaking news. A companion hollow has suddenly appeared on 14th Street and has already breached Level 3 containment. The Hollow Investigative Association has dispatched a team to the scene to carry out emergency protocols. Evacuation of residents in nearby blocks is underway. Please stay away from the 14th Street area.
Wow. guys, come check this out.
What's that? 14th Street. I think the news mentioned it earlier. Give me a sec.
Yeah, in the Janus Quarter. They say it's already breached the level 3 controls.
Yeah. Public security were conducting a manhunt over there today. Evacuations may not be going as expected.
So you're saying?
We should get ready. We'll be seeing some business coming our way soon.
Okay, pick a character. Does this even matter? I mean, I'm asking now because I had a feeling. It's just, I don't know if it matters. I do have a certain inclination to play certain characters, but in this case, I don't really mind. I'm also be playing this on my free time. You know, when I'm not worrying about heavy gacha stuff. When you pick changes, will be in the major cutscene. Does it change anything? Do they? I mean, I'm guessing they have their own personality, but would it matter? Really? Will I get my water? That percussion is really peaking my mic a little bit. Not really, but I can see it. Reference. Alright. Yeah, I do mute when I can. I can see a little bit of mic spike when it comes to that. Not worried about it too much. I'm never gonna get a headset, so.
Cool. Now we play the waiting game.
Companion Hollow has suddenly appeared on 14th Street.
I'll move my face accordingly in the chat. I still don't know what the layout for this thing is, so. Again, we'll see. And the echoing hasn't been that bad. I don't think so. And the volume's pretty up too. So good on them for that. A lot of the games I play with voice acting just have a bunch of echoing, sadly. Alright, chapter 000.
Over there! Go! Go! Hands up!
Okay, better not make me read.
Yes. Citizens, I'm the head of Janus Quarter's Public Security, currently conducting an operation on 14th Street.
Oh, it's one of these. I have to actually click. Well, okay, no settings yet. Well, whatever. We'll do auto for now.
I regret to inform everyone our operation has been disrupted due to the appearance of a hollow. I'd like to remind the public we are in pursuit of the Red Fang Gang, the group responsible for the terrorist attack on the Research Institute. These are dangerous dudes, criminals, particularly their leader, Miguel Silva. Everyone should remain vigilant.
I'm pissed! As this station's reporter, I can't listen to this anymore! Those criminals need to get... As soon as we find them, we should just get them all, and then them again!
Excuse me, Mr. Reporter. I'm still giving a briefing on the case.
I don't give a mother... Listen here, you Red Fang mother... Don't think the Hollow can protect you. The Public Security's Air Force is on the way. You're... Is that right, officer?
There's a window! Boss, we can get out this way!
But that's a hollow down there. Fine, a way out is a way out. Can you break the glass, Billy?
Easy! Leave it to me!
It bounced off. This glass must be tough. Damn, I knew it wouldn't be that easy. This window is...
Reinforced bulletproof glass. You won't be able to break it. The cunning hairs. Job agency. Why? Why would you steal from the Red Fang gang? My men went through so much trouble to...
You stole the strongbox from the Institute. We're just returning it to its rightful owner. Hey, don't make it sound like we're the bad guys.
We're all trying to get by on the same streets. Why? Why would you be helping the cops?
Sorry, but it's not public security that commissioned us. And also, that's none of your business anyway.
Of course it is! They had people steal from my territory! So I have to teach them a lesson! Why don't you just give it back to me? It's so important to us that I'm willing to exchange it for your lives!
So you need the whole gang armed and ready to handle 3 people? This is the Silver Tears? It's even weirder than the rumors. Wait, is that a flashbang? Correct. It's a GS2 high-lumen military flashbang. The blast is quite strong. Awesome! Time to wake up, Billy!
What?
Eyes open, everyone! Say cheese!
Oh, my eyes! So you choose to resist? In that case, I have no choice but to kill you all!
You've made a mistake, mister. We aren't your enemy. That is.
Falcon 4 to Commander, we've arrived at the source of the light and found the Red Fang Gang. Repeat, we found the Red Fang Gang. Awaiting orders.
Boss, it's the Air Force! That flashbang just now, it was to attract the helicopter!
You finally noticed? Now it's your turn to choose, you crybaby. You can stay and fight us, and then get caught by public security. Or you can run, and we all get to live.
Damn you! Cunning hairs!
It's in a hare's nature to avoid getting caught. Don't hold it against me.
What? You found the Red Fang? Then what are you waiting for, Commander? Pick the biggest gun and rain down justice! Falcon 4, attack order received.
We're done for.
I want to file a complaint!
Confirmed. We've fallen into a hollow. Let's get going.
Okay, well, it's time for me to do the usual. This is a very phone-oriented UI. You could have made it a bit different for PC client, but okay. Let's see. I like that. Let me move this chat that I have open. Options, there you go. Turning this down because it's gonna piss me off if there's any echoing, and there is, so. Let's see what we got. Everything else is fine. SFX. Not a fan of that too much. Music can go down a bit. I feel like in most games nowadays, SFX, special effects, audio, whatever, they always overpower voice and all that. I didn't know you could do this though. Hold on. Yeah, interact F. It's fine. I'm fine if it's E or F. It doesn't matter. Summon mouse. Left Alt. That might be a bit of an issue. So, special shift. That's all fine. Does tab do anything? Yeah, details probably. This is all fine. My problem with the Alt is just I tend to Alt tab a lot, so I don't want to be pressing anything random. Can't use my mouse buttons. That's interesting. Okay, we'll just have to deal with that. I'll learn how to play on all that, so. Display mode. This is where it gets interesting when we start playing around with some of these things. I hate using AA, but sometimes it's just necessary. I don't know why I stuttered there for a second like an idiot. Should be doing 60 FPS. I'm not gonna put it to unlimited. I think that's a bit too much, maybe. But this looks pretty fine. We're doing 60 FPS. No, you can't jump. I don't know why I keep thinking this is not a mobile game. But, yeah, 60 is fine. That's what we're streaming on anyway. So I don't have an issue with that. Right, move list. Yeah, Z. Not asleep yet. I want to see the difference. All this does, anti-aliasing, is it smooths out all the edges. I think that's what it is. I'm not confusing it with, no. AA is smoothing out edges. So the character should look a little better, and there's no... That's weird. A lot of games have it so where if you get close to a wall or an object, the camera will zoom in slightly on the character so you can... I mean, I guess you could call it a trick to get a better look at the character, but it doesn't happen here. It's kind of sucks for me. I don't want to be too gooner right away, but there's no other way for me to zoom in the camera right now. I just kind of want to compare anti-aliasing. But the game looks fine without it, so I'm not worried. Illumination should be fine. Shadows, we'll play around with that. I don't know what high precision character resolution means. It told me it was gonna use a bunch of resources if I go to global. Anisotropic sampling. Forgot what this does, but we're gonna take it down quite a notch. Volumetric fog. That takes up a bunch of FPS and resources in any game, from what I could tell. Motion blur, nobody wants to play with that. Bloom is not necessary ever. And everything else looks fine. There's no ultra or anything. I mean, again, this is a mobile game. I don't expect it to have much. If it runs like shit, we'll play around with it, but for now it's fine. And as far as voices and all that, I'll keep checking for echoing. Hopefully there's none. Hoping people will tell me. Alright, you automatically run after about a couple seconds.
An ethereal. That was quick.
Okay, there is some lag, so I am doing something wrong. Let's take that down, and then shadows. I don't know why some games just don't let you turn off shadows all around. There's some slight stutter, and I don't know what that's about. Pretty cool movement, though. which had distortion effects. I did see that as well. They turned down the anisotropic sampling, mirror reflections. You don't need that really in any game. Honestly, again, I really wish I knew what this was. It's got to do with characters, obviously, but FX. I mean, so far it has been that bad. Illumination. We can take a look at that. My PC isn't exactly weak, so it's not like I really don't know what it is. I'd like to know the engine of the game as well. But it's probably also just streaming stuff. Basic attacks generate energy. With enough energy, special attacks will be enhanced. Okay, so we have Genshin controls. I mean, the UI, you can tell it's the same company. So that takes about half. Seems to be like an auto targeting as well. That's fine too. I'd rather that than an actual targeting system right now. I don't know if it's actual stuttering or if it's intentional. Okay, that was stuttering. I'm gonna chalk it up to loading the game for the first time, so let's keep going.
Tracks, platforms, carriages. This is the old metro junction. If that's the case, then this must be the Cretan Hollow. Good. Headset still works, and the recording function is normal. This is Anby Damara, a member of the odd job agency, the Cunning Hares. I accidentally fell into a companion hollow. I don't have a carrot or proxy support. Probability of getting lost in the hollow is at 96.4%. I will be making a voice log of my experience. Let it serve as evidence for future investigation in the case I am killed or turned into a monster by the ether. Anby's Hollow Survival Log number 1. From my surroundings, I can confirm this is the old Metro Junction area of the Cretan Hollow. The Metro Hollow's terrain is inherently complex. My chances of being rescued will be reduced by 37.8% if I don't consider my next step carefully. If anyone doubts the nature of the Hollow's spatial distortions, please use my recording as proof of their danger. Please don't enter a hollow unless you are a professional investigator. Otherwise...
There you are, Anby! Great! I knew you'd be okay! Whoa! Hey! What's gotten into you? You almost got me!
I've met another being of reason. He looks a lot like my colleague, Billy Kidd.
What are you talking about? It's me! Billy!
An investigator has previously encountered ethereals who can mimic human speech and behavior. The investigator rescued the ethereal pretending to be their teammate, but once they got out of the hollow, it revealed itself. The city made a huge sacrifice, but it was unable to defeat the monster. It was only thanks to a courageous investigator who gave his life to drive the monster back into the hollow that the danger was averted.
Come on, the ethereal would be done for the minute it left the hollow. Wait, isn't that the plot of that movie that was in theaters not long ago?
There was a long list of victims involved in the incident. I read all their names.
That's called a cast list!
Question: who would you most like to have dinner with?
Huh? Dinner? Of course. That'd be the big screen superheroes! The Starlight Knights! Wait! Put your plate down! I'll tell you! It's really the late night drama actress from... Oh, sweetie. Monica.
All clear. The individual has been confirmed as the real Billy Kidd. Meeting Billy Kidd increases my chances of survival by over 67.8%. I'm glad you're okay, Billy.
I told you I'm me! It's been a while since we fell. We can't contact Nicole from inside the hollow, but I'm sure she's coming up with a plan. But will she be willing to pay for a rescue crew? You know what Nicole's like.
Based on Nicole's tight-fisted spending habits, I'd say your original analysis is likely correct.
Damn. Now you've got me worried. Let's not get carried away. We have to work together to get through this. As usual, you take the front, and I'll provide fire support from behind.
Right.
Alright. Enemies' daze is displayed below their HP. Attacking enemies continuously builds up daze, causing stun. Stunned enemies are unable to move and sustain additional damage. Special attacks trigger a chain attack upon hitting a stunned enemy.
Which one?
Alright. I'm guessing that's a chain attack. And I do want to test. So you can't hold the button? Okay. Seems a bit more interesting. I like that.
Quit moving!
Huh. Seems like gun-oriented characters can actually just hold down the button, which is fine. Gives it a bit of a variety in the controls, which is always a good thing. All clear. Alright. I will say, Bill's VA just reminds me of Yuri Lowenthal. And I could be wrong, but he's got that inflection he has. And it's really throwing me off a little bit. Also, I haven't really been looking at the UI. It's kind of my fault, but I'm not a big fan of big stylish UIs like this. When your squad contains 2 or more agents, press the button to switch. Yep. Just waiting on that.
My heart rests a little easier whenever you're around, Ambi.
Same for you.
Leave it to Billy!
I didn't actually press anything, but okay. I'm assuming there's a switch-in attack.
Standing by.
That would make sense. And I will play around with this off camera just to kind of get the graphics and everything going. I wouldn't mind streaming more of this and Nikke. Blue Archive, maybe not, because it's on my phone, but I'm not opposed to streaming Gacha. When the character's attack hits an enemy, they'll gain decibels. Accumulate 3,000 decibels. That was a double daze, I guess? Okay. I didn't think it was that serious. I wasn't dodging or anything. But I guess it's necessary now. When the decibels reach 3,000, the decibel rating reaches maximum. Press Q to activate the ultimate.
It's showtime!
Okay, so this is Genshin. Controls anyway. It's still better than that, but they kind of just kept the same gameplay loop, I guess. Alright, in the Cretan Hollow, the old Metro Junction station.
Yeah! A hit! Whoa! Barely missed me. Sorry, it's nothing personal. We're regular people. You're monsters. We're destined to be enemies. I'll aim for your weak spot. It won't hurt. Huh? Oh! Forgot to reload! Okay, buddy, wait a sec! Time out!
Stay focused.
Whoopsie daisy. Huh? Wait, who's that over there?
The strongbox is right at his feet.
You're right. Awesome. Saves us the hassle of searching for it. Slow down, Ambi. What are you gonna do?
Catch him, then recover the strongbox.
Just wait.
I never destroy
Yep, looks like ether corruption. This mutation is so intense. I don't think this guy has any ether aptitude at all.
Destroy! Get! Take!
His consciousness is still holding on.
It's too late. Ether crystals are forming all over his body. He's all ready.
Help! Destroy!
It's the core. Damn it! He's almost completely mutated. This guy's a tough one. Ambi, get ready!
Roger that.
All right. When a golden prompt appears, press space. Trigger a perfect assist. I am really bad at some of these, so I hope this goes well when I play on my own. Press basic attack to launch an assist follow-up. This is loud as hell, but it's not bad. Perfect assist consume assist points. Chain attacks. Okay, gotcha.
It's got a sword for a hand. Watch out.
Its flashes also have a wide range!
It's kinda forgiving. And I think I didn't actually get the timing right on that, but it still gave it to me. And that one was just an instinct of me pressing the button without meaning to.
Almost.
Let's clear him out!
Enemy HP bar could be a bit bigger, I'm gonna be honest.
Billy, go do some repairs.
But I think I'm doing it.
Standing by. Eliminating target.
Or so I'd like to think. Yeah, we did it. Nice. It was actually kind of fun.
He's recovered? Is this ether activity still increasing?
Keep up the attack.
Nah, we don't have the firepower to fight for long. Let's bounce.
We're returning now to 14th Street, where an explosion occurred on one of the upper floors of a residential building, shortly after the appearance of a companion hollow. According to our sources, the explosion was set off by public security. In their operation against the violent Red Fang Gang, public security took extreme measures, including the use of Air Force weaponry. The leader of the Red Fang Gang is thought to have fallen into the Hollow and is yet to be brought to justice. The head of public security has refused to comment. The bomb squad is on the way. Please, stay away from 14th Street. We'll continue to follow this breaking story.
Hey! Listen up! I was there when that explosion took place! This is an emergency! Billy, Anby, and the target of my commission have fallen into that hollow. I need a proxy's help now.
Hello, Nicole. It'd be nice of you to knock next time.
I feel like I hear of your urgent needs at least 3 times a month, Nicole.
You can make fun of me all you want after you help me deal with this crisis. Please, legendary proxy Faithin.
What trouble did you get yourself into this time?
Alright. I was wondering if this game had some sort of like walking around and, you know, just checking shit out. I'll have to take a look at all this on my own time just to be more thorough. I do like hubs in games, especially gacha type shit. At least a more big gacha. I'm assuming there's a walk function. On the keyboard, obviously, you can only like, kind of like go forward like this. So I think that's kind of my fault. Okay, shift runs. Yeah, shift runs. Control, no. Alt. Oh, wow. Control is your walk, run button. That's cool. Not a lot of games do that, though. Let's just proceed. I'm gonna check all this on my own time. You know?
I just checked. Doesn't look like there's anyone suspicious outside.
Don't worry, I wasn't followed. It took a lot to get out of 14th Street unnoticed, but I made sure nobody was tailing me.
I hope so.
I know things been tight lately with the general election just around the corner. They're really cracking down on proxies. They set up a hotline and...
So what's the hurry, Nicole? Which creditor is chasing you this time?
That's not it! I was set up by public security and that angry reporter from Redo TV.
So Billy and Anby fell into a hollow.
I have to get them out. And I need to get back what I've been commissioned to deliver. It's an emergency and you're the only ones who can help.
Why don't you make a rescue application with the Hollow Investigative Association?
I don't want to make us a target for the association right now. If they found we'd been involved in hollow raiding, we'd be in big trouble. And it'd take a small fortune to pay those greedy vultures off. But I can't just abandon my squad, right?
Leaving employees behind. That does sound a lot like Nicole's style.
Hey, don't be mean. I allocate a large portion of our revenue to the employee rescue budget. Look, all in all, my request is simple. All you need to worry about is getting my people and my clients' stuff out of the hollow safely. You don't accept basic proxy work now? Faithin, finish this job, and I'll clear my entire bill in one go.
You've been dodging your bill for months, Nicole. Have you even considered the interest?
Fine. I'll give you a share of the commission payment. Does that cover it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Great! There's no time to waste. I'll be waiting for you in the hollow.
Nicole, you're hurt? You should stay and rest a while before heading back out.
But...
Just listen to my sister. We'll need your help to take EO somewhere close to the hollow later.
Oh, deploying your Bang Boo double, huh? Okay.
Hey, can you tend to Nicole's wound? I'll go debug the HDD and help you with the prep work to infiltrate the hollow. Well then, let's get down to business.
Okay, getting bombarded with the usual gacha stuff. Let's see. I already saw that in the background. Story commission now available. Main story, I'm guessing. So this is like a very, very general gacha rule, which is start you off in whatever the hell is going on. Don't tell you anything. And then start to slowly info dump on you through character dialogue, essentially. That's a very normal thing. You can see it in any gacha. I can guarantee you that's how it all starts. Okay, credits. EXP. I like how it's got a little bit of lore, but I'd like to know what it is exactly and how to use it. And this isn't really going to tell me, which a big shame, but I'm liking the experience so far, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt on that. Okay, we have walls of text tutorials. Cool. As long as there's not too many. So avoid getting lost in the hollows. There are both official legal channels and illegal guides. Okay. The setting here with the hollows and the proxies makes sense now, I suppose. Hollow deep dive system, reliable intelligent tool, huh? A lot of lore. Not much gameplay on that explanation though. But this is nice. They're just gonna show it to us. Let us play through it. Any dialogue? Yeah, there is. Go to the side of the computer when we're ready. Okay. In action. No, tab isn't doing it. Okay, so here we have the main gacha menu, I'm guessing. I'm gonna go save Billy and Ambi, and then I'll check this out later. As far as the settings goes, I think we're fine. Like I said, I'm not gonna play with it. Right now is cool. What did that say? Anonymous user. I'll take a look at that later. But for now, HDD. Authentication verified. User login, Phaethon. Or there was an H on that. Would have been Phaethon. If you want to be kind of correct, but not really. Urgent commission detected. Target hollow location has been marked. This is a very mobile game-esque gacha menu. And considering that's the main draw of this game, even though it, you know, the devs do make PC clients, the main draws of their games is mobile gaming, which is a big shame because it really holds them back, unfortunately. But it also makes them richer than me and you could ever be in about 3 lifetimes. So I'm gonna move my chat because I can't see much. I'm guessing you have main story stuff and then you have like side an event and you can't access it. Cretan Hollow. Uh-huh. I can look at all this on my own. What is this? Nothing. Usually you click on these and they tell you what the hell they are. Seems like collectibles. Let's go ahead and beat the prologue then. Yeah, this is a very, very gacha-esque menu. And I'm not super mad because, like I said, I explained myself. But this is also very, very obnoxious sometimes, especially if you've played a lot of gachas. They all start to kind of look the same because they all use the same exact design philosophies, unfortunately. Stable ether activity. I'm guessing that's like a difficulty slider. So now, right now we're on normal, obviously. Yeah, easy. Ice and ether recommended. Okay. You have attributes. Key enemy info. Goblin. Some of these names I feel like they mean something. Obviously, goblin is goblin. Never heard of alpaca before. They have levels, weaknesses. Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic card. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a good gacha game. But not really. Gachas are not something you wish on a franchise, unless you want to actually play a good game that isn't based solely for making money. You can be free to play all you want. You are not the main target audience, and you are not the main market, and you are not the focus, and you never will be. Yeah, the usual, you know, do your missions, easy, hard mode have different rewards, and they each have like 3 stars you gotta get to max the rank or whatever the mission. This is literally, and I'm gonna compare it to Blue Archive because I was just playing it. It's literally just that. Now, does this change rewards? It doesn't say anything, so we're just gonna play casual. You can change your team. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, sure. Long holding doesn't change, so that's a bit different now. Abilities. That's just telling you the abilities. What is this? It says currently activated, so I'm guessing they have different abilities. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to switch. I just want to look at the stuff. But electricity, sure. Melee, and whatever that means. Combat options. No, that's fine. Let's get this over with. I actually want to get to the gacha part of it, just so I can kind of see what it's like. I don't really care about drops or anything. As long as I can get the things I want, I don't care.
Hello? Can you hear me, Nicole? You can put EOS through now.
Okay. Right, little one. Off you go then. Done. Bangbu's on the way.
Well then. Can we begin?
Alright, sensory sync. Yeah, I got that. Bangbu has specialized detecting capabilities, blah blah blah, view mode. Okay, detective mode from Arkham. Clearly detect devices nearby, workbenches, blah blah blah.
We need to calibrate the holo data before starting the rescue. Let's look for a Bangbu workbench nearby.
Although it might be more of a Witcher sense, in a way. Supply box. Uh-huh. It's automatic. I like that. What did that say? It said G to view. I missed it.
This is it. Let's start connecting.
Cities equipped with many of these Bangbu-specific devices, blah blah blah. Of the most basic carrot, holo observation data for excavation, or evacuation, into the workbench, allowing Bangbu to retrieve it. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. Since all environments change rapidly, our local holo database needs to be frequently calibrated using carrot data. Don't know what that means. But we're doing it.
Visible space successfully loaded. Objective: collect holo observation data.
Okay, Marcel Maze. So this is something we gotta do as a Bangbu. Get a dash, jump. That's all I needed to know. What is this?
The
Nothing.
data's hidden around here. Let's move. Careful, don't fall into the data abyss. Based on my experience, just follow the signposts.
I feel like I'm playing a mix between Arkham and Digimon for some reason.
These stubby little legs. I didn't expect to jump so high with Eos's little legs.
You know, forgive me, I thought it was a thing. Oh look, it's a shitty Twitch bot coming in again. I don't even know why I stream on Twitch anymore. It's always the same thing. And I do have to appreciate the... well, kinda. The environment just phasing out of existence when you move the camera through it. Some games don't do that, but sometimes it just does it badly. Like in... this actually does the same thing Monster Hunter Wilds does. Or World. Where it actually just makes it kind of see-through, but also just makes it kind of dotted. Or shaded. I really hate that way that texture looks too. But it really sucks. Can't really use it to zoom in on the character. I know some games do that so you don't actually take a good look at your character. If you know what I mean, but it is what it is. Yeah, kind of like right there. I was moving on the thing and the staircase was disappearing. Let me see that again. Yeah, that actually looks pretty bad. Might be a setting or something. I'll have to look around, but I hope it's nothing too serious. I do get into the semantics and stuff of the things I do. I just find it interesting to notice some of these things. Even if nobody really cares about that.
You are approaching
That
the observation data.
scared the shit out of me.
Voila!
Alright, data acquired. Local database has been calibrated, blah blah blah. Seems to be a spatial fissure nearby. Data on the other side of the fissure shows slight fluctuations. Could it be human activity? It's highly likely Billy and Ambi are on the other side of the fissure. Let's head there and check it out.
The cunning hares might be on the other side of the fissure. Let's go investigate.
Interesting use of verbiage, really. You could have just said hole or something. Or wormhole or portal. Never seen anybody use fissure ever in the media lately or in the past like 10, 15 years. Only time I've ever seen that word be used, it's in a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And I think the Pokemon move for ground types.
Back here again? Damn, another fight? At the rate my ammo's depleting, I can say goodbye to my efficiency bonus.
Incoming, get ready.
Wait, that wasn't me!
Hey guys, over here. Good work, all.
It's a scarf-wearing talking bamboo.
Oh! You're Faithin!
I can't hear that superior ethereal anymore.
Great. I feel like my leg's pistons are gonna break.
I propose now is a good time to take a break. Is that acceptable, Proxy? EOS needs some debugging anyway, so go take a load off. You and Billy can rest. I'll take the first watch.
Whew, that was dangerous. It's crazy what a powerful monster that Red Fang dude mutated into. It's all thanks to you, manager. You got us out of there in the nick of time. As expected from Faithin, reliable as always.
A few more compliments like that, and I might just give you a discount. Really?
I think the proxy was just trying to be polite, Ambi.
Speaking of the commission fee, I thought with Faithin being so expensive, Nicole would have left us to fend for ourselves. I didn't think she'd actually hire you. If you hadn't come, I'm afraid we wouldn't have made it out of that ethereal's territory. Thanks for coming to the rescue.
Speaking of which, I've always wanted to ask you about that device in your store. You know, the one that lets you sync with Bangbu and communicate in real time within Hollow. That's some serious tech. Even public security and the Hollow Investigative Association can't do it. With a trump card like that, why didn't you just join the association? Whatever way you look at it, working with us Hollow Raiders has to be more dangerous than the profit is worth.
About that. Billy is was right. Due to the unique nature of the hollows, traditional communication signals are unable to transmit to the outside. A challenge all hollow exploration agencies have yet to solve. But our specialized equipment, the HDD, uses smart lenses implanted in me and my brother's eyes to allow communication within the hollows. It's something we inherited from a certain place, but revealing where we come from would only put us at risk. My brother and I still have something we need to do, and to achieve that goal, we need to venture deep into the hollows. The identity checks by official agencies were too strict, so we had to start out as proxies. We're working hard to get some money and intel together. In the past, the authorities turned a blind eye when it came to proxies, but it's been getting tougher lately. That sounds like an ethereal.
So soon? I only just sat down.
We have to get out of here. Unless, Billy, you'd like to stay here forever? That new Starlight Night belt you wanted. I guess I'll place it at your grave next year.
When you say things like that with that poker face of yours, I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Working with you two is like watching a never-ending sitcom. Is that why you keep letting Nicole hire you on credit?
I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. But now's not the time. We should get out of here before those ethereals catch up.
The exit is just ahead. Follow me.
Okay, you could have given me a second.
We can get out of here.
There's still enemies nearby. Don't let your guard down.
I gotta remember dodging and all that. This is not something I'm used to, so just gotta get acquainted with it. The auto run is cool too. I would have preferred like an actual button to run. I'm wondering. Okay, shift is also dodge. Got it. Not gonna lie, I have no clue what's going on, but I'm pressing buttons, so. It's satisfying. I'll give you that.
Keep it up. We're almost there.
Okay.
I'm fine, but Billy's wallet might be crying.
Map layout's pretty interesting.
Goosebumps.
Alright, holy shit.
Powerful.
Can you even get goosebumps, Billy?
It's a metaphor, all right. Let's just focus on the enemy. Forget.
Electric charge.
I wonder if dodging has the same effect. I don't... We talked about switching characters, but not dodging.
Their activity increased. Getting cranky. Watch out.
Trying to get the timing right. Come on, do it. Yep, it works.
Leave it to Billy.
That's all I needed to know.
Starlight, shine bright.
Target confirmed. Go. Eliminating target.
Pretty good, although it's a tutorial. It's a prologue. Very fun so far. I'll give him that.
Manager, which way should we go?
Full speed ahead.
Understood. Full speed ahead. Wait, ahead? But that's a wall in front of us. Smash it? You want to smash through it? I don't have that kind of firepower right now.
Don't worry. Just do what my sister says.
That voice. Oh, it's the other Phaethon.
Seriously? Can you not jump onto my channel all of a sudden? You scared me.
Sorry. Since you're synced with a bamboo, this is the only way we can communicate. Billy, Anby, can you hear me? My sister was right about the escape route just now. You know, space inside the hollows is totally distorted. That means that...
A way out may look like a dead end, but a dead end may also just be a dead end.
Thanks for the explanation, Anby.
Anyways, our escape route after getting out has been arranged. You can trust us. Hey, Belle, you can cut the connection now.
See you at the store. Good luck, you two. It's gone quiet. It became a regular bamboo.
Why would they desync at a time like this?
Going straight forward. Brace for impact.
We're gonna crash, we're gonna crash, we're gonna crash!
The oppressive weight of ether is gone.
We're out! We're finally out!
Phaethon got the time and location spot on. Hey, you two! Get in the car! You're here. Perfect timing.
You didn't time it very well, Nicole. We've been waiting for quite a while.
That wasn't fast enough? I put my foot down through every normal R255 green light. Oh, right. I made sure I wasn't followed the whole way.
Anby, what does an R255 green light look like?
It's the same color as your jacket.
Nicole, they've both been extracted. I guess it's time to pay up.
Not so fast. That's not what we agreed on. The commission was my people and the client's item. You've only completed the first half.
Oh? We still have to bring something back? Do you remember that, Wise?
Hey, talking like that isn't good for your reputation, you know. The commission isn't over until we get that strongbox back.
According to what we saw before extraction, the strongbox should be in the territory of a highly dangerous ethereal. The White Star Institute has it registered as Dullahan, a superior ethereal.
That's the one. That Red Fang dude was unlucky. His ether corruption must have been pretty intense, considering he's become such a dangerous ethereal. Anby and I tried to grab the strongbox, but that guy was so tough! We didn't get the chance before we got extracted. We did find this along the way, though. What exactly is in that box? Is it worth all this effort?
Mm-hmm. We'll find out soon enough. Take a look at this.
A tooth necklace? For me? I love it.
What are you talking about? It's a mini storage device. It's Silver's. I picked it up in the building before I got out of 14th Street. I noticed it before. He always had it on his person, so it must contain something important.
I bet it has something to do with the strongbox.
But it suffered some damage.
Yeah, look at all those burn marks.
Phaethon, can you do some of your magic using that complicated computer of yours?
The HDD is mainly used to process holo data. But if we only need to export what's in the flash drive... Hey, sis. Maybe I could try to recover the data with Internaut's computing power.
Great! It's a deal then. We'll try to locate the strongbox in the holo. We'll come find you when we learn something new. Let's just go our separate ways until then. Oh, don't forget to extract the data from the flash drive, though.
See ya, manager.
Goodbye.
All right. Got something to discuss with you. We don't offer discounts and commission fees. I am noticing some gachas do this, some don't. But this game has, like, I've noticed about 3 or 4 different dialogue or ways they show off the story, which is cutscenes, animated comic scenes, you know, visual novel dialogue, and then this. It's not exactly overwhelming, but it's not exactly ideal, in my opinion. But whatever. I know you can't voice act the entire game with the amount of dialogue it probably has, but could have made the effort, though. I know they have the money. Let's not kid ourselves. Is there a auto mode? Because I can read pretty fast, and I'm not reading this on stream. Whatever, though. Alright, Nicole. Either support. Don't know what any of these mean, so I guess we're gonna find out. Business car. Interesting. Well. Let's get on with it. I will say, as far as gacha goes, yeah, we gotta go in there. I think I'm fine with the characters I have now. I mean, design-wise and personality and all that. I'm fine with Nicole. So let's see what she's about. No count. You're gonna make me put in a name then. Alright. I was kind of wondering where this was gonna go. But I see how they incorporated it into the actual game. So I'm just gonna put in my actual name. Because, you know, whatever. And it's not like Sony that censors my name. Or I think Konami did it. No, Konami didn't do it. Who else censored my name? Right. Capcom. Anyway. Contains posts and all kinds of information. Let's take a look at the posts. These don't look like player posts, I think. Yeah, these are not player posts. Would be cool as a thing, though. Need a proxy, blah blah, yeah. I'll take the commission. Schedule? What is this? Day and night system. Okay. Main story. Signal search, newsstand. Chapter rewards. Okay. Totally lost. Not gonna lie. Okay, it seems to be, okay, just the main story and everything in sequence. I didn't look at the bottom. My bad. Internaut level. These look like your missions, rewards. This seems to be main currency. And you have the coin currency, it looks like. Everything else I have no clue what it is. So, cool. Anything I can do here? I'm not gonna look at this here. Is there anything? Okay. Yeah, there's a new commission. Should be General Chop from Waterfall Soup. Blah blah. Considering helping out a neighbor. Alright. Right. Let's go check in on them. Workbench unlocked. What is this? Equipped with various information recording software, proxy handbook. View to obtain rewards. Partner archive, you can see the info on the people. Normal. Holo codex, enemy stats, intelligence. Okay, in the database. Got it. I'm not gonna look at this yet. What are we supposed to do though? Tooth necklace, scrutinize item. Yep, that's a USB. Proxy handbook tutorial, basically. And then this database of whatever. Or are we just supposed to look at it? It's flashing a different color, yellow, which is usually, you know, objective, but I guess we're going out. And there's loading screens, which... Okay, fine. Makes sense. Loading is a bit long. I am playing on a HDD, unfortunately. But a game like this should not be that intensive. If it is, then I'd be surprised. Completely. Start with daily ritual. Search scratch cards at the newsstand. It might be a freebie or annual newspaper subscription. What does that mean exactly? You can scratch one card each day. Wonder if I'll get the grand prize. I wonder that too. Doesn't seem that important. Yeah, it's just money. And that's it. Okay. Head to the noodle shop and see General Chop. Then find Susie. Yeah, you gotta find ingredients for General Chop. Got it. I'm not always skipping dialogue, but I'm not about to sit here and read all that stuff. What a C character? Yeah, it is. Raise the levels of our agents. Base. Level up the agent. Skills and equipment, that's standard fare for any gacha. Too many systems in my opinion and the game just becomes too bloated. So I'm glad it's only 3 things here. Could be more later, but whatever. Okay, these things are for XP, got it. Typical gacha stuff, typical gacha everything is what I'm looking at right now. And then any higher would need another item. That also happens in gachas. Cinema. Okay, I'll look at that later. Seeing not a lot of characters actually. This game did come out last year, so that's not very surprising. It's not fun. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You want to be at the first one to play a gacha, so you're at the top of the game, basically, but too early, and again, you're not going to have too many choices as far as characters go. You'll be stuck waiting on with everyone else every month or so whenever new characters come out. I don't know. I've had that happen. So pretty much everybody's going to have every character at some point, which, you know, like I said, it's whatever.
Need something? My services are expensive.
I'm not going to look at the character animations for now. This isn't a Gunnar stream. Yet. Alright, that's every character. Combat mission available. Logistics disaster, yeah, we did that. I want to actually get to a gotcha segment just so I can get going on that and actually look at it, and I can end stream on that. So far, tab. Okay, that's character info and all that. Would it be here? Internet, that's the, yeah, internet. Okay. More? A limited event, strategy station, proxy handbook, empty stuff. I'm just clicking on things. Okay, that opened a browser. Never mind. I do like how they keep code stuff here. There's other gacha that hide that behind different menus, and that kind of sucks. You can have somebody in front. Is there a reason why it's locked? Trust. Okay, you gotta do stuff like that. That's fine. Snapshots. No event wallpapers available. Don't know what that is, but whatever. Dynamic wallpapers don't really do much here. It's just moving. Cool. How do I get out of here? Escape. Alright, Susie. It's an arcade. Cool.
Hello and welcome. Ah, Val, you're here. Perfect timing. My boss says I'll need your help with something.
I have heard this voice actor before many a times in anime, and I don't know who she is. But really nice to hear her voice again, so. What is it?
What is it? He wanted the message to be delivered verbatim, so here it is.
I found a new way to source awesome new gadgets. I'm sure you'll like them. If you're willing to help, they should be available in the store soon.
You sound just like your boss. Wait, I'm not finished yet.
This new path is blocked and I've lost communication with the assistant I sent there. Could you help me sort it all out? I'll send more details soon.
That's it. Everything my boss said. I see. There's something wrong with the gadget store's underground W engine business. A batch of goods must have fallen into a hollow, and they need me to clean this mess up. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it sounds like there was a problem with the gadgets they call W engines. Aren't they the ones you and your friends are collecting? Since it's such an urgent request, boss said that apart from the regular payment, I can also give you a sample as a thank you gift. Hope you like it. Wait, this texture. This batch of goods must be the latest W engine equipped with the 4th generation synchronous conduction device. It can release ultrasonic waves that effectively resonate with the active wavelengths of various ether weapons. According to official data, the average initial weapon performance can be improved by up to 44.21%, and the combat survival rate of personnel equipped with such gear can be increased by at least 30%. Anby? What are you doing here? Shh. Susie may be working here, but she has no idea W engines are weapons. Don't say stuff like that in front of her. Huh? Ultrasonic waves? Weapon performance? It's just a game. You probably didn't know that, Susie. But you can use W engines to play board games. Each W engine has different stats assigned. Oh, is it similar to playing pool? W engines are round after all. Guys, hang on a sec. The boss just texted me, and he has a message he wants me to share with you.
Looks like I found a connoisseur. Good gadgets truly shine in the hands of someone like you. If you purchase one when the shipment arrives, I'll give you an exclusive customization.
Whoa, who would have thought the boss would get involved himself? Thanks, but there's no need. I do want to buy a new W engine, but even with the account balances of the 3 of us cutting hairs combined, we wouldn't be able to afford the latest model. I just so happen to have one on hand. It's a thank you gift from the boss. It won't be of any use to me, so you can have it. Really? This will make dealing with that superior player a lot easier. Oh? It sounds like you're planning to meet other W engine players? Don't worry, with the boss's skillful customization, you'll be sure to leave a lasting impression. Just hold on a sec. Sorry to keep you waiting. The gifted sample has been modified. Yeah, I like this design. The design and color are perfect for you. It will surely work wonders in your hands. Thank you. And the boss, too. I'll treasure it.
Alright, now that I have a new W engine, I'll try it out. Let's go to agents. Could have just told me to press C again, but okay. Alright, equipment. This looks interesting. This looks new. Not yet equipped. Yep, put it in there. 1 star. You can also enhance your W engine. Not sure why I'd want to waste it on, unless you can level it up. But overclock probably. I don't know. Enhance. Activate W engine switch. When the W engine switch is turned on, agent can freely utilize a unique appearance in combat. What does that mean? Not really seeing a difference, but we'll check it out at some point. And that's it. So get me out of here. I like how there's a home button. Appreciate that a lot. Yep. Alright, we gotta get the goods from both stores. Got it. Hopefully it won't take long. Still haven't gotta look at the gacha, which is one of the first things a normal gacha game would kind of go over. Oh. Went right past it. And we're going to enter the hollow. Proxies, we can run freely within the hollow, which isn't easy for most people. And we do need agents, yep. Signal search. Wow, there it is. Spoken into existence. Using left alt to summon the cursor. Could just use the button hotkeys, if we're being honest, but alright. Quickly obtain agents or W engines via signal searches. You can do gacha on equipment. That is not a good thing, in my opinion. Stable channel special events for new citizens. Let's take a look at the other events. After a certain number of signal searches, you can select an agent to obtain. This is also a very good feature to have, but in my opinion, it'd be better if you had more characters instead of just starting to give out, you know, characters for free. Like I said, everybody's going to have the same characters in the end or in the beginning of a gacha's life, so I think this is very... I'm on the fence on this type of thing, but cool, I guess. And you got to roll 300 times is what I think it said. But let me move this chat that I have here. Let's see. Monochrome, polychrome, master tape. A required item for signal searches. Okay. What? Okay, wait. Signal shop? No, it's just the actual shop. I don't need that. What were we looking at? Selected agents. No, don't show me that.
Let's start the experiment.
I'm assuming that means 300 rolls. It only makes sense. And if they give you only one of them to choose from, then I guess that's kind of okay too. But W channel rolling. This needs these things. Encrypted master tapes. At least it's different currency. I will accept that. Not a fan of rolling on equipment though, in general. So, and these are what? Oh no, they actually share the same currency. That's not very fun. These are event characters, maybe? I'm assuming limited time, yeah, event stuff. Not a big fan of the designs though. That's just me. I really don't care. But stable channel it is. We can only do one, right? Consume polychrome to purchase 7 master tapes. So you can earn these and you can change them for whatever the hell, but whatever. Let's see what we get. Interesting. Just click on it. Wow, I got a W engine. That doesn't make me happy at all. Details. You're not going to open a web browser, are you? Okay. This is, in my opinion, where it becomes a slog. And the reason why I don't like Hoyoverse gachas. It's just a mix of equipment that I'm really not going to need and actual characters behind the equipment. Now we can argue about, you know, drop rates and all that. I really don't care. I still think it's stupid. You know? Spend all those good rolls and just get a bunch of random equipment you're probably not going to use anyway. It just pads things out. And it did that a lot in Genshin. I mean, that was the main point of Genshin. One of my main issues that I had with it. It's just a shame. Not happy about the gacha aspect of this game right now, but I did what I wanted to do. I saw that, and with that, I'm just going to play on my own now. I mean, I'm going to see what I can do on my own. We come back to this at some point later down the line. There's other games on the list, not just this. And I can always go back to Nikkei, which you can actually roll for good stuff. So, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for today, not tonight, and tomorrow. I think I'll skip tomorrow. I'll use tomorrow to record some videos, so till next time, goodbye.